All right, welcome back to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. We are in game number 5. It's tied up 2-2 at this point. We saw some really cool all-ins out of Super. We've seen some really cool all-ins out of Soulkey. Maybe on Deadwing we'll find our first macro game. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you for joining us for these finals. It's been a pretty fantastic tournament up to this point in the Hey Look Koreans. But spawning here in the bottom right, it's going to be the blue TCM player. It's Soulkey. And the top left, playing for Invasion Esports, it's the red Protoss Super.
What? I didn't realize James was gone too.
Oh, I didn't realize you were back. James, okay,
Well,
you
both
left.
should look at Skype.
Ooh, early pool, 9 pool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got up and left. And James says, "I'm gonna go with her," and he throws his headphones down and walks away too. And I was like, what just happened?
Rude.
Yeah, rude.
What?
Okay, so
No.
this I just finished saying, like, before you guys sat down, like, maybe this is the game we get the macro game on. Like, it was you know, all in into all in into all in. Quite frankly, out of both players through all 4 games so far, but a 9 pull out of Soulkey on Deadwing. This is so counterintuitive to what you would expect as Super, and if Super goes for like a Nexus first or something, he is going to get absolutely screwed. So wait, I mean, like,
Soulkey in 2013 and halfway through 2014
Oh,
was
no.
all about the macro games, all about being defensive. But he's completely changed it since he left SKT Telecom or
Well,
SK Telecom.
this was a good move out of him, because it's
Yeah.
not with gas, so it's not metabolic boost or anything. We don't have Banelings following this up, but the point is the Zerglings are not going to be easily dealt with, and the gateway being delayed, no forge down. I mean, this Nexus is just so exposed. It might not even, he might walk right past us to go over the probe line, but he can at least kill the Nexus if he wants to. Or cancel it, pardon me. Oh, and Super's going to scout this late too. Oh, if the probe had just gone the other direction, 50-50 chance on Deadwing. If he had gone the direction, he would have intercepted the Lings and seen them coming, but he's
The
not.
Lings, yeah.
This is like the latest possible time. He's going to see this as they're in his base. Oh, he double gasses behind us.
Double guesses. Oof.
Oh, this is so painful. I mean, it's not like
Walls.
you could use that minerals to gas anything, but you're right. Like, that could be a wall. That could be 3 pylons at the top of the ramp. Cancel the Nexus. But none of this because he didn't see it coming until it was too late. And scouting information is going to absolutely screw Super here.
Soulkey doesn't even need to start hitting the Nexus.
By the way, was this
He's
just luck
end
out of
the game right
Soulkey
here.
too? I don't think he actually drone scouted this game. So he picked a direction and went for it, and it paid off pretty well.
And he just came. Yeah.
I mean, it was a gamble. Make no mistake, it's a coin flip, guys, and he won the coin flip. Now, Zealot's on the
Super won
way.
the
He's
coin
going to try and camp this, though. Oh. That's not going to
Super won the
spawn.
coin flip, just saying, but
Well, yeah, Super won the coin flip, but I mean, there's 50-50 chance.
Zealot needs to be careful. 4 Lings microing against 1 Zealot can easily kill a Zealot
Without probe
Many of them
support, but there's a
coming.
lot of probes here.
Yeah, probe support is definitely.
Oh, but he's
not-
pulled the Zealot from the probe
But-
line, so now the Zerglings go back to the vulnerable spot. 3 probes die immediately. Couple Lings gonna actually, yeah,
Exchange of
micro.
one, and this Zealot will
Yeah.
fall too.
Gets a surround on the one in the main, but the probes are pulled and might just save it.
Oh.
Yeah, Soulkey,
Yeah,
by the way,
just did
places it on the hatchery. He's been droning out a little bit behind this. I mean, I think he knows the damage has been dealt. With the Zealots going down, this makes it really hard to hold, of course, but the probes being pulled off the mineral lines, I mean, there's a lot of lost mining.
Yeah, and that Zealot will probably fall too with 2
Yeah.
more probes.
New Zealot does come out, but this is a situation where, like, you know, we used to see players like Bly, they'd run 6 Lings past the cannon, they'd just run around the main for like 5 minutes and cause all sorts of havoc, and yeah, the probe count didn't look so bad a moment ago, but with 8 probes dead, and during that whole duration, probably all 8 of those probes not mining, Super's income has really been hurting. Now, Chronobus will help make up for this.
Soulkey's choice is good. I mean, if it was, let's say, if this was a vertical spawn, maybe Soulkey would have devoted more by making more Lings and just trying to end the game there. But given the fact that it's a cross spawn, I think it was smarter of Soulkey to expand and drone up.
I feel like we did like a Sophie's Choice like spoof, but like Soulkey's Choice. Cause yeah, there was I mean, there was a lot of things he chose to do right. Yeah, I know you're face bombing at me over there. I don't know, Zargo, what do you think about this follow up though? I mean, he's coming across the map with the Mothership Core and Zealots. Do you think there's any real potential here?
Not really. There's 2 queens popping out, so just a little bit of micro.
Yeah, well, at least for Super, I mean, this might force out some Lings and not let Soulkey just sit back and comfortably drone. Maybe. But you're right, like 4 queens should be able to handle this. Zelts are pretty good
Yeah,
against
Hatcher's
queens.
not even gonna
but-
get cancelled.
Yeah.
Oof, those range and those queens.
Alright, so back on the other side of the map for Super, though. He's got that probe cam back up. Chrono Boost really helped replace that that loss in the early game. And he's going to dive forward for a third pretty quickly?
Third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a terrible choice based off what he saw when he went for that poke. I guess it is kind of good that he did go for the poke, or he would have never seen it. Soulkey was taking his third at the time he did it. There were 3 queens on those front lines. I mean, 2 Zealots, essentially, and a Mothership Core, they'll kill these lings. 6 lings, no problem. 6 slow lings, no problem. Actually, where's Soulkey? He's still playing gasless. So he's just taking his first gases now.
It was yeah, it was quite slow to take the gases. No, oh, force field.
First time we saw a third base from Super? Question mark?
Yep. Yep.
So even
Yeah,
though there
back
was
game.
the 9 pool opening, maybe we will get a macro game out of this. I mean, it would be the first one in 5 games, right?
Yeah. We're almost all day today.
Yeah. Yeah, the other
the
semifinals
game's
were
gone over
too.
20-minute mark today.
No, but that's good.
Yeah, the Swarmhost game.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that one. But I mean, outside of that, it works out well because we had to move this later. I was really worried we wouldn't be able to do the 3rd place match live because of that, but hey, it worked. So chipping away the back rocks slowly. Not the highest priority, but it'd be nice to be able to take those down if he wants to take that 4th over to the right. I mean, where else are you going to take it, though? For Super's sake, trying to get some scouting. Hallucinating Phoenix does get sent in. It's almost killed right away. In fact, it might not even get to the
we'll
worst of the
die
main.
before getting any scouting done.
I think it's on the Roach Warren. Yeah, in the Evo Chambers. I like Super Sim City set up at the top of the ramp. There's some players out there who have been doing a lot of the classic thirds, you know, the double the pylons, the cannon, and a couple of gateways so that they don't wall off. I like the wall off definitely a lot better versus Zerg, but of course it's going to really depend on what style he's coming up against. Now, Soulkey is going to go for the Infestation Pit, and Swarm Hosts, as we've seen, are definitely a possibility, but what's the priority going to be? With melee weapons on the way, Roach Warren as well, I mean, Fungal Growths could be pretty cool to crush those sentries. I mean, it doesn't even take like 2 perfectly timed fungals, just a couple of good-ish fungals.
I mean, it may still be Swarm Host. Just because there's
Oh yeah, I'm
no-
absolutely
yeah,
believing
there
the
you go.
swarm. Yeah, there's a swarm.
Yeah.
I was just saying, there's a
It's
lot
just-
of other options with the melee upgrades being prioritized.
I don't think Soulkey's gonna make a ton of Swarm Hosts like DRG did. Like, you know, I think DRG at one point he had like 15 Swarm Hosts or something like
Yeah,
that.
Foxtrot.
Yeah, I don't think just because this map's just so big, it may be difficult to play against Protoss with heavy Swarm Host.
Right, but
counts.
that's what I was kind of mentioning when we saw DRG start going for them. I liked the way Soulkey already played Swarmhouse out in his group stage, where we did only see about like 9-ish of them, and then you just put those for pressure while you microed around the map with everything else. As this
it's
comes
like
across, though,
you spawn Locust once and then you relocate.
yeah, there we go. He knows what to do. But this is a lot of sentries coming across the map, but with no pylons really established down, it's not really a dedication, just a bit of a poke.
And also, you don't want to take an engagement with sentries against Locust. They'll just melt even without any upgrades.
Well, I mean, you can force field them, I
Just-
guess, but...
Well,
Well, we'll see how high he goes with the Swarm Host count. It is kind of getting up there, but being expensive as they are, you really... that's why you don't want to invest too much into them. But I do like the Spire coming behind this. Harass potential is going to be nice. Soulkey has proven to us several times his control is good.
You think he's gonna go for mutas?
things are gonna catch them off guard.
I think mutas
first.
are always an option. Like, never to go for, but always tech swap too, right?
It will be interesting though, because Soulkey's not a type of player that likes to go for base race situation with heavy muta counts in CVP.
Yeah.
If he does it, it'll be something new out of him.
Yeah, it's just also not usual to see after Swarm Host and versus a Protoss, but he does get a couple. Or actually, we did see, who was it? They got like 4 mutas and used it. That wasn't you either, was it?
No, that wasn't
Oh,
with
well.
me, but Soulkey
I
did
guess it
do
wasn't
this back in the group stage, so it does go for the 9 Swarm Host count. Bam, nailed it. Puts the pressure
Really?
onto the front lines, and Now we're gonna have
Soulkey
a.
did this
Swarm of Mutas.
against Rain.
And he got the he kept killing the warp prism, so that was you.
Well,
Mm.
I don't know.
I think that was the group you were gone for, wasn't it, or no?
No,
Yeah, because
I-
Rain's
I-
group was a Saxtree, and you.
Yeah, Rain.
I
You were-
wasn't there for that, but it must
Yeah.
have been along the similar vein where like 3 mutas came out and it was like, is he really gonna tech swap ? And they ended up just killing all the warp prisms and like having really lame counterattacks.
This is the downside when we cast too
I
much.
don't. I don't think I was there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know what I'm referring to with James. I don't think that was their first time we got reference.
No,
But
it was Fear
regardless,
Dragon,
like I can absolutely see what she's painting the picture of, though, and could very well come
Yeah.
into effect because warp prisms are such a common response to this. But
It's-
we got corruptors on top of this. I'm wondering, like,
Yeah, it's
And Lings.
that's
yeah.
exactly what it was. I was like, the Spire getting a Corruptor is like really cool move because usually we see direct transitioning up into Hive and Vipers and Static Defense. Like Corruptors are going to make it a little more mobile of like an attack force. Obviously, Swarmos never going to be that fast, but
I really like
right?
the.
These three mutas are just so that so they can
prism.
defend against
the Warp Prisms.
Yeah.
warp
Yeah.
prisms. Yeah.
Blinks up to the high ground, though. This will abandon the Colossus on the low ground. We'll see if this will be too much of a problem. Forces will buy him a lot of time, but here come those Corruptors. And if the Stalkers are in the wrong
Oh,
spot, they
Lings are
can't
just
shoot
getting
them.
melted, not doing anything. A lot of Lings
But the
fell
hatchery
doing
died.
nothing. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
hatchery
why
went
does
down.
that focus fighting the Colossus? I don't know if getting the Mothership Core was actually better or
I guess
maybe
it kills the time warp. It kills the potential of a recall. I mean,
Yeah.
you're right. I think I
Because-
would have liked to have seen the Colossus die as well. It could, but
Oh well.
that base is perhaps not the worst loss. Soulkey did get a base over here to the top right, so Locust waves go down and he retreats once more. Stalker's gonna blink on top of this though. Lings, please save these.
Whew.
This is a lot
I don't
more
know if
important
he
than I think he realizes.
Yeah, he's gonna try a desperate Muta switch, but I think this is just out of a desperation, not like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
my plan all along.
He's got to find something to complement these Lings. I mean, Lings with +2. 2-2 on these Lings honestly could probably contend with a lot of what's on the ground, but not those Colossus. He has to find a way to knock these out of the sky. If he can do it with the Mutants, if he can do it with the Corruptors, whatever the case may be, great. But before that, these Lings are just going to get nothing done. Running through the map on the counterattack, he will catch one of the Colossus off guard, but it's fourth base and under attack in a big way. Locusts are still trying to do what they can, but they're not trading it too effectively. A couple of Force Fields can even lock down that ramp if this gets too hairy, but the Mutalisks, oh, the Mutalisks being crowded around. Counterattack's going
I
off
think
pretty well.
Soulkey's gonna try to make as many mutalisks as possible and go for the base trade.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
just be his only
You know,
option.
oh, the locusts are killing the Swarmos.
Yeah, the friendly fire. Oh, those Broodlings as well might? No, okay. The Lings kill the fourth of his opponents, so I mean, if he is base trading, he's not doing it too poorly, but the Sim City setup here and a couple of cannons, this is really nice back at home for Super. I mean, Soulkey suddenly in a lot more trouble than he was moments ago. In fact, he's going to come back home with those Lings.
Only 17 meters is not enough for a base trade, and he knows it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Jeez.
All right, congratulations, Super. He'll take the lead in the series now, 3-2.